Hello! The focus of this video is Victoria Beckham Beauty. I'm not new to the brand because I've been using Victoria Beckham since 2016 when she released her first collection with Esteé Lauder, and this is what I have from that collection left. I purchased this, that is a mono eyeshadow, if I manage to open it, yeah. It's a glitter eyeshadow. Golden bronze, it's very pretty. I also purchased a palette and the iconic Modern Mercury, that was a creamy smooth highlighter. It was unfortunately too dark for me, so I decluttered it, and I decluttered the palette as well because it was perfect except for the formula that was the standard Esteé Lauder shimmer formula that I don't like, but the color was amazing. Victoria Beckham has my aesthetics. I like everything from her. If I had a makeup line, it would be exactly like this. So this retro style, that very posh, very elegant, urban chic, a little bit retro. This is my style. This is myself in a beauty brand. So this is one of my favorite beauty brands in terms of aesthetics. When she released her brand, she started with, these type of turtle shell, something like that, motif. That is my favorite. Everything is my aesthetics. And by the way, this is one of the best products in her line. So I will come in a second. So anyway, just to say that I love this brand. I'm also into fashion and I have been appreciated her collection as a fashion designer. She's very creative and elegant. She has quite a unique look. So this is her glowy primer. It's amazing. It's by Augustinus butter. And it has, that complex antioxidant complex that Augustinus butter patented, but on top of that it's a glowy lotion, creamy lotion that you can use as a primer, and I think is one of the best products in her line. You get a subtle glow, is very subtle, much more elegant and refined compared to Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Filter. I always get compliments when I have this on. If I have to find a con of this, is that for my type of makeup, that is makeup for work that I make in the morning, this doesn't contain SPF. So if I want to really optimize my routine, I would have liked a primer that is mainly an SPF that I can use as a base for makeup. That is my current preference, but this is amazing for evening. So if you do makeup in the evening, or if you are fine with layering SPF first and then a primer like this, then this is a must-have. In my case, I don't know if I will repurchase it because I rarely do my makeup for the evening. And this is an amazing base if you do not need SPF, but I need it because I have a hyperpigmentation on my skin. So this is an amazing product, very elegant, a must try. Another must have before coming to my haul are the pencils. These are creamy pencils, and actually in my haul I picked the bronze one, but before my latest haul, this is a Black Friday haul, I had already 3 colors. So let me swatch these pencils. Those are again must-haves, especially if you want a smudgy look, because in my opinion they do not stay in place. These tend to move a bit. They are perfect if you want a little bit of messy look. That is my style, but sometimes I want something that stays put where I place it, and with this I don't get that. I like this blue because it's not teal, it's very deep indigo blue, very dark, so it's amazing with my brown eyes. I love these, but again, it's nice if you are fine with a little bit of smudginess and messiness over the day. They are very comfortable and they glide on very smoothly. And this is the bronze. In the beginning, I believe She released the bronze, the brown, the black, and maybe there was also the red, just to say that her core colors are the best. This is totally my style. And with this last Black Friday sale, I wanted to pick the bronze because it's a favorite of many, and I can understand why. It's a beautiful shade of bronze. So the best products in line for me are still these two. So the glowy primer and this by Augustinus Butter, and these creamy eyeliners. So this is my latest haul. I kept the box, but just to show you how it's presented. It's an eco-friendly brand, so you won't see plastic, but everything is recyclable and made of paper. So I got this beautiful postcard, and when you open, I got my products. So what I picked was this bronze pencil that I already shown you, and then I picked two of her singles and the bronzer. I picked the bronzer. It doesn't have the box, and the reason is that I already decluttered it. I purchased and decluttered it, and I mainly purchased for the box. In the beginning, when this bronzer was released, I believe it was around 2 years ago, there was a problem with the closure of this refillable package. This is totally my style. I like the fact that it's refillable, and I really wanted it. You cannot purchase it by itself. You have to purchase the bronzer with it. So I picked the shade number 2, but unfortunately it was too warm for me. I applied once and it turned out peachy on my skin, and that may depend from the fact that I have a cool undertone, neutral cool undertone. On my skin this turned out peachy. I sold the refill, and I wanted to keep the packaging for me. I will use it for, I don't know, eyeshadows. I will find a purpose for this, because this had to be in my collection. I really wanted this. This is totally the most beautiful packaging I ever seen, really. I never say something so strong, but with Victoria Beckham, it's what I think. It's amazing. Just to tell you my preferences, my favorite bronzer in terms of color is this by Charlotte Tilbury, that is quite, I don't want to say grayish, but on me it doesn't turn gray. It's still peachy, you see? It's still warm on my skin, so it's not gray at all. And this is equivalent to the new cream bronzer, the 01, the fair one, is exactly the same color in a different texture, that is the creamy one. This is a Baked Gelée powder, and it's the reason why I purchased this Nude Gasm palette. If I want to make it a little bit reddish, I can mix it with this other one. So I'm totally fine with these two. These are my type of bronzer. Still, you see that are warm. There's no gray on my skin, just a hint maybe. But this is the perfect bronzer. This one is the perfect bronzer for me to look credible, you know, to look realistic even during winter. And this is my summer shade. So I'm totally fine with this palette. And the Victoria Beckham one was much peachier. It was almost a blush for me. So unfortunately, this is even the cooler in tone in the range. So yeah, if you have a neutral warm undertone, this is amazing. I've seen people raving about this. The formula was very smooth and soft, velvety. Amazing product, but unfortunately the color was not for me. But I'm happy to have kept the package. It's amazing. I'm looking forward to filling it with my favorite products. The other products that I wanted to try are these single eyeshadows. I purchased 2 of them, and I'm opening this one, that is the Mink one, for the first time. This Mink one is her iconic product because it really reflects her style. Again, we have this tortoiseshell cap. This was one of the first colors released by her. I think that newer colors still reflects her style, but you know, the core colors, so this is the first time I'm touching it, is I mean, is a well-known shade and has this peculiarity of having a silvery shimmer on top of a warmer shade of brown, and you can smudge it up and it becomes warmer. It's a bit reddish, maybe it's too red for my taste, but I like this cool toned bluish reflect. It's almost a duochrome. I didn't want to miss the opportunity to pick this color, although my favorite color is the newest one, is the one that is called Velvet. So Velvet is this one, and it is a greenish gold. There are people like Lexi, for example, my friend Lexi, she expected more green, but on me it turns green. So it's exactly the color that I wanted. And this is my favorite. So it's the last one that has been released. And my favorite is this beautiful shade of greenish gold. And let me put it here. So on my eyes is green. It turns green. So you see here, it is amazing because it has a warmer neutral, I can say it has a neutral brown base with this greenish gold shimmer. It's amazing on my brown eyes. Amazing. I might prefer it over the Mink. For sure is the one that I want to use almost every day. So it has become a staple. And you can see that the combo, maybe not blue, but the combo of these two shades together with the pencil is, yeah, the iconic Victoria Beckham classy, stylish look. I also wanted the signature eyeshadows. The problem with their eyeshadow palettes is that they are not single pans. So I don't like that because I like to depot, rearrange things, curate my collection. So it's not possible with that. And also the mascara, I heard good things about the mascara, but again, I have so many to go through that I didn't feel confident to buy a high-end mascara. So all in all, the products that I would recommend most are three. Single eyeshadows. These are called Lid Lustre. So the velvet one, this is an amazing color. Then these liners, pick the colors that you want, but I would recommend the black one because it's a masterpiece, and the bronze because it really gives a unique, grungy but classy effect. And finally, or maybe it's the first product, is this one, if it fits your habits and your routine, let's say. Another thing, I also bought and used up the serum. The hair serum is very expensive, again by Augustinus butter, but I don't recommend that one because the serum didn't have any effect on my skin. It's a very nice texture, I mean it's high-end, you can tell that. But all in all, I didn't notice anything. It was like water on my skin. So it was an oil that was not sticky, but at the same time didn't provide anything, and is very expensive. I went through a full size, it was not a sample. A full size, it lasted me, I think, 3 or 4 months, maybe a little bit more, maybe 4 or 5 months, but I don't recommend that one. This instead is an amazing product because you get that glowy effect and the creaminess of the product sticks better on your skin. So this is amazing and elevates your makeup really. I get compliments with this. That was my Victoria Beckham haul and experience with the products. Until next time. Bye bye.